Hey guys, this is Anna with Anna Travels back with another vlog. We're in Washington, D.C. and I'm going to do the $100 D.C. Tourist Challenge. Now, so what that is I'm going to try to spend $100 or less in Washington, D.C. That does not include hotel. Unfortunately, I couldn't find any hotels under $100. Airbnbs were actually the same way. The cheapest one I found was $70. And plus I live semi-local, so we just drove in. So I'm going to include the cost of parking. I found a parking lot near where we're our first stop and only spent, I think it was like $14.72. There's also other locations that you can go to around. I suggest, and I'm not sponsored, a app called Spot Hero. You can, especially if you know where you're going to go, you can just plug in the address and see how much parking is. Parking for DC can vary. It can be as cheap as like $10. It can be expensive as $40, you know, so even more. Sometimes the hotels charge you a premium. So, but our first stop is actually someplace that I love. It's called Lincoln's Waffle Shop. It's been here for about, I think, 30 years, but they usually have really cheap breakfast, so we're going to start off there. Our waffle, and I got bacon and eggs. Husband got scrambled eggs and corned beef hash and another waffle. So this is the Washington Visitor Center, or Washington Welcome Center. You can get like tickets here to hop on the little trolleys. I looked into the pricing. It was like $60 for a full day. So not as cheap, but it is an option if you're touring DC. We just finished up at Lincoln Waffle House. It actually wasn't as cheap as my memory. So it was about, we spent $18.60. That was breakfast, coffee, and a bottle of water. I actually didn't ask for a bottle of water. My husband did for himself. And then I left a $5 tip. So I think we have about $60 left. So let's see what lunch and dinner has in hold for us. But yeah, so we're gonna go to a museum. Not sure which one. I think maybe the American History Museum. So we'll see. So I forgot to mention, my husband is not participating in the challenge. So all of this is my own meals. He gets to order whatever he wants, eat whatever he likes, buy whatever he wants. He's not on a budget. But at the end of the video, I'll actually tally up what his total is for a day in DC, and then I'll total up my total. I don't know. I'm not feeling hopeful that I can beat it, but I really do want to try. So I guess we're just gonna have to make really careful choices throughout the day. See, you got free entertainment and you got food trucks. So we're not gonna get food at any of these food trucks, but we are definitely hitting up the Natural History Museum. It's called Sammy's Hot Dogs, and it's like close to the DOE and the federal building, and I hear it has good hot dogs, so we're gonna see. So at Sammy's Hot Dogs, he was super sweet. He was like, you know, suggesting some things, and then he suggested his favorite was the spicy hot dog with chili, nacho cheese, and jalapenos, which sounds perfect to me. So Hirschhorn, I'm not an art person, so I wasn't really that fascinated. It just looked like weird art, to be honest, and some photos. I am splurging on an iced coffee that was $8 after a $1 tip. It was $7 plus a $1 tip. But Dolciezza, the Hirschhorn actually has a coffee shop, and I've been to this place before, not in this museum, but their Fairfax location. Really good coffee, so I figured need an iced coffee break. I think we're gonna hit up one more museum before we have dinner, and then let's see if I can make this under 100 bucks. I think I'm at like 50 bucks. We'll see. We're at Astro Beer Hall. It's kind of loud in the background, so hopefully this audio sounds good. But anyways, so we're at dinner. I think I've spent around $45, so I think we're gonna make it under, but I still haven't bought my souvenir. So let's see, we're getting close. But yeah, I ordered a fried chicken sandwich and a Coke because I really wanted a soda today. And let's see how it is. The fried chicken sandwich and some tater tots. I mean, this is a lot of food, and this is only 14 bucks. And then my husband got the cheesesteak with tater tots. So, gonna dig in. So just finished up a dinner, and it was pretty good. The total was 23 something after the tip. I think it would have been cheaper if I didn't get a Coke, of course, but still good. So now all that's left is a souvenir, but we're gonna get a donut because it's Astro Donuts, and I have to get a donut while I'm here. Try one of those. So I decided that since we're coming back to our parking, that I should get my souvenir shop in the Washington Welcome Center. So I don't know what I want to get. I don't know if I want like a magnet or like a coffee mug. I was like, can we find my name? Though I don't really want one of these. Oh, yeah, they do have Anna. Okay, so we are done. So me and my husband both, because since he didn't pay for parking, if he had been by himself and paid for parking, he'd be over $100. But since he didn't, he was at like, what did I say, $98.17, and then my total, and he had a little bit more at like dinner. He had a beer, and we went to Astro and got a donut. My total was $88.60, I think. I'll have the exact, like the real totals here. And so that mine included parking, breakfast, lunch, dinner, a souvenir, which I got a magnet. I don't know if I showed it in the video. A magnet. And generally me and my husband collect magnets so we could put on our fridge. That's like our vacation thing. But, you know, we've never gotten a magnet for DC. Usually we do it for like, you know, if we go to an exhibit. Or like a museum, but never for like the actual city. And then, you know, like I did have to make some choices. Like I couldn't like really, like if I got an alcohol or if like I, you know, got a hoodie or something, like a big item, you know, it wouldn't, you know, definitely send me over $100. But since, you know, so you can do DC on a budget, it just takes a little bit more, you know, finessing, especially like because like if we gone to like some more of a sit down, like, you know, restaurant that was a little bit more of a pricey, or like Old Ebbitt's Grill, you know, it probably would have pushed me over $100. But if you plan for it, you can do DC for under $100, not including lodging. I mean, you know, to be truthfully 100% honest, our babysitter costs more than our day. But you know, I'm not factoring that into the cost. I'm just factoring in just, you know, lunch, souvenir, museums. And I think the museums being free definitely helps. There are paid museums, like you can pay to enter the Spy Museum. Really, you can do DC under $100 for a full day. You just have to, you know, be mindful of your budget. So, but anyways, guys, hope you like and subscribe. Join me for future videos, and I'll see you guys next time.